Hereby a small recap of the exercise we did this morning. Recall we have three tabs, one for the basketball game 1 sales, another one for the game 2 sales. Yeah, and we want to make a Power Query for this. First we make a Power Query for the first table. We select one cell, do Ctrl A to select all data including the headers. We click on From Table Range. My table has headers, that's okay. Now we go entering Power Query Editor. We see the data that is virtually loaded. Everything looks okay. We go to Close and Load to. We make a connection only. And at the right pops up the first virtual entry to the Power Query table 1. Yeah, connection only. Okay, we do the same for the second table. Select the cell, Ctrl A to get all the data. Again, we go to the Data tab. We click on From Table Range. Get data from table range. Yeah. Same exercise again. We go to Power Query Editor. And we do the Close and Load to make a connection only. Okay. So now we have created the pointers of the real factual data sheets to with the Power Query Editor. Yeah, the two pointers. Now we will merge them. Okay, in order to merge them, we go to the bottom Data tab again. The Data tab, we go to Get Data and then Combine Queries. There are two options for the queries, Merge and Append. In this case we want to do an append because we just want to add the rows of the first table to the second table. Okay. It's also possible to do the append on multiple tables, 3 tables. We just select the tables in these pop-ups and we click on OK. Now we go again into Power Query Editor. Yeah, we have an append. Now we load it again and we can refer it again as a connection. Actually, we now have 3 connections. This is the connection to the table of the first match. This is the connection to the table of the second match. This is the connection of the merge of both tables. So the number of records in this table will be equal to the number of records in this table plus the number of records in this table. Yeah. Now we will visualize the data in in virtual table. Yeah. How we're going to do that? So we click on existing connections. Here pop up again the queries. Which data do we want to see in the table? This one, the large table. What do we want? We want a table. We want to get the data. Okay, we want a new worksheet. Okay, the new worksheet will be called totals. Yeah, and we can move it here, for example. Yeah. Now, if we make a change to the first table, for example, we can. What you see now, if we change, for example, the price of beer in the sales data of the first match, So we make it a double, and this one the profit will be more as well, of course, 4. Then we will see that the data also changes here. You don't see it immediately. However, if you hover on the connections, you will see that here it has been changed. It has been changed as well. This will as well, but we have to make a refresh here by pushing on this button. Then, so here you can see that the data has been updated without changing the data in this table. We're only changing the data in the input. The rest of the data analysis framework takes care of that. The data will get refreshed automatically. In addition, we can now do, there's another table here, the calorie tables, which depicts for every product the calories assigned to it. Water obviously has 0, and the highest one is actually nachos, 560. Okay. What if we make a new table? A new table with, for all the items here listed, not only the price, profit, and the revenue, the actual profit, but also the calories listed. How can we do that? So then we have to make another table here again. So we select a cell of it. We select the table range. We go to the data tab again. We make a connection to the connection we make here from table. Get data from table range. Table has headers. We go to the PowerQuery editor. We make a connection again in the same way. Create connection. And we will see a new table appearing, table 4. Now we want to merge again these two tables. So we do data, get data, combine queries. So I have to correct myself. We have to combine the queries now again. So we have the query of we have this query, the table of the calories, and we have this query, the table that we have constructed just a while ago. So we have two tables and we want to merge them based on the items in order to show the calories also in this table. So how can we do that? Then we go to the get data, we do combine queries. Now we do not pick the append option, however we pick the merge option. Okay. Now you will see that this is the table that we have constructed just a while ago. This is the table that we want to get the calories from. And now the tables will be intersected by picking the right kind. You have to pick the right kind of join. So what we have here is the large table. So now when able to merge the two tables, you have to pick one of these joins. Yeah, which exactly which to pick that's kind of knowledge of wisdom of the database modeler. The idea is that you have to look up the items, for example, in this column, and you match them with the items in this column. So you pick up the beer in this column and this one, and then you go entering the information in the 200 calories. You will make a new field here on this table. Yeah, you will insert it here, the beer. The bottled water will go to this one. So if you pick, for example, full auto, all rows from both. So let's pick all the rows from the first table, and matching from the second. So that's called the left outer. And then we expect that in this table the new field will be added with the calories. Exactly for beer it will be added 200, for bottled water it will be added 0 in the right order. Well, here you see a kind of information that all of the rows will get matched this way. Okay, click on OK. Go to the PowerQuery editor. As you can see, now a new column is added to the table. This is the table we started with. A new table is added to the table with calorie, and here you see that there's a strange symbol. You have to click on it, and then you have to select the fields from the second table that you are interested in. We are interested in calories, of course, so we pick that one. Keep the name as a prefix. Okay. Now we will see that the beers will get 200. Yeah. Hamburger 320. So the new table is updated. What do we do with the table? We close and load it. And we want to make a table or a connection only. Well, let's make the table one this time. We do a new worksheet. So now we have a new table with an of all the sales from the two matches. Yeah. And a column added with the information that is relevant from the calories table. Okay, so now this sheet we will call totals with calories. Okay, we go save the workbook. Now, if for example the knowledge of wisdom with regard to the beers arises that it will not be 200, but however it will be 201 amount of calories in a beer according to new fresh measurements, then we will see that if we update the merge here, all data will be updated here in the large table.